to the Biz Gone Social podcast. We help entrepreneurs navigate how to get known, get customers, and get the edge over their competition. Here is your host, Lorraine Duncan.
Hey everyone, and welcome. So here we are with episode 24, and I'm actually so glad to be here. And my promise to you every week is I want to give you just a little bit of verbal caffeine that's going to energize your social media marketing and help you stay social. Because after all, don't you want to be the business that everyone's talking about? I know I do. So to continue on this series, and I'm going to be doing this for about 9 weeks now. But what I want to talk to you about today is creating meaningful relationships on LinkedIn. I think it's a lost art. And as I spend more and more time on LinkedIn, I'm realizing that everybody wants to sell me, but nobody wants to create a relationship with me. And to be honest, I'm really interested in relationships. I want to have a relationship with the people that I do business with too. So not only is it, I think, really important that that's how you see LinkedIn as a platform where you're just having more meaningful relationships and not just a place where you can cut and paste some kind of spiel and just put it out there to the masses. I'm just going to give you a few things that I think are important when it comes to LinkedIn and creating those relationships. And one of them is don't use automation. Now, there's a place for that. I mean, you can have a general, if you want to reach out to about 20 people and you want to automate a little bit of that template, like have a template and automate that a little bit, you can do that. But you want to make sure that it's a conversation starter, that it's something that's going to move the conversation to the next level. So the thing with automation, sometimes it takes a little bit of the authentication away from it. And it makes you less authentic, really. It's like, and also when people realize that you're connecting with them because you're connecting with everyone and it's just so automated, they're going to stop paying attention to you. So you want to be really careful about that. Another thing that I think that's so important when you're starting a relationship or connecting with people is to personalize every connection. So I get these messages all the time that don't even say, "Hi, Lorraine." So I really find it to be rude, actually. It's like, well, I have a first name. Are you talking to me? I don't even know you, and you can't even say my name. So I think it's really important. A couple things that I do for instance, when I'm connecting with people is I make sure that I have a reason to connect. So for instance, I'll just give you an example is that I do a lot of networking online, of course. And when I meet somebody the first time online in either one of the groups I'm in, first of all, I personalize that connection. And then I write a reason why I want to connect. So I wouldn't put, "Hi, I want to connect with you. Please buy and excuse my language, please buy my shit." Seriously, that is not how to connect. So another way when I personalize a connection, it's kind of like it's not something I write or say, but it's also about the timing. So for instance, if my goal was to connect with 20 accountants, okay, I'm not going to try to connect with them during the end of March, beginning of April, because that's when taxes are and they're busy. And the last thing they need is some personal connection with me during that time, unless I need help with my taxes. So you really want to nail the timing. You want to get that right. And then, of course, individualize your message. If you're connecting with real estate agents, you can ask a question when you're trying to connect with them, like, well, how's the market going? Are you having any luck with this? I mean, try to personalize it and individualize it as much as you possibly can. So another thing is you want to, I feel like when you're creating a relationship on LinkedIn, you want to be helpful in people who actually like people who are helpful. And it's just that simple. It's not something crazy or anything. It's like, so here's the thing that you want to think about. Every time you post, comment on, share, reach out, make it your goal or desire to help your network. Maybe it's helping them achieve their goals or solve their problems. Whatever that may be, you want to be that person. Don't be that person that everybody hates that's selling even on your posts. Try to be helpful. Hey, I just learned this. This is awesome. Try this out. Big thing is your focus should never be on promoting yourself. So when you're helpful, you don't want to have at the end, buy my stuff. Okay. You just don't want to do that, or put a link to your shopping cart. I recently clicked a link because I thought they were going to be telling me something about, so I got this little message about artificial intelligence and how to like hook up a little thing on your Facebook. And I clicked the link and it brought me right to the shopping cart. And I was like, wow, they didn't even sell me on the software about artificial automation. So it's like, why would I buy that? And lastly, I just kind of want to share my rule about LinkedIn and also sharing and posting and just doing everything. So when you're commenting on posts, this is so important. This is my big rule. It goes like this. It's like, if you're not going to contribute to the discussion, like in some deep, meaningful way or thought, like give it thought, then you're just kind of better off just moving on to the next post. That's my rule. If you're not going to contribute to the discussion. So when you are in a group or you're on Facebook and you see a post and you just like it, and then you say something crazy that doesn't even relate to the post, you're better off just liking the post and moving on. So I hope this helps. I hope you realize that being on LinkedIn is really a privilege and that you don't want to waste it with trying to spam everybody your sales message. So you want to create a relationship. If you need help doing that, definitely reach out to me at Lorraine@bizgonesocial.com. See you soon.
Thanks for listening to the Biz Gone Social podcast. Find us on Instagram @BizGoneSocial for extra tips. Check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, stay social.